Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? What's up, guys? It's April 30, 2025. Oh my gosh, April's over. It's the last day of April. How was your month doing? So far, the goals, are we still on track? It's gonna be May soon. Um, we're almost halfway. The year 2025. I hope the past few months have been fruitful for you guys. Um, Before we start, before anything else, a quick introduction about myself. I'm Arian and I am a Filipina immigrant based here in Windsor, Ontario, with my husband and two kids. I used to be an SAP programmer. I was a software engineer back in Manila for 12 years. And then we moved here in Canada during the tail end of the pandemic in 2022 to have a fresh start and of course more opportunities for ourselves and for our kids and when we came here, I started as a student, juggled multiple jobs. My husband did the same, but we moved here in Windsor because he got an offer here. So we're both working as IT analysts here now. And also, we are proud digital business owners. So we've been doing this for more than a year now, little over a year, and we are loving it. So, in this online business, we are actually helping struggling parents build a smarter income stream with a semi automated online business so that they can enjoy more precious moments with their family. And I always say, actually, this is actually a dream come true for me because years ago, when I only had my elder son, I was dreaming of quitting my job because I wanted more time for my baby, for my kid, and it didn't happen because we didn't have other choices back then. Back in the Philippines, we're not gonna have a comfortable life if only one of us would work. So I had to work as well. So that was my life for 12 years. Stressful work, exhausted because it's a demanding job in the IT industry, and yes, it did give us a good compensation. However, we traded time for money. And so when we came here and found this opportunity, we fell in love with it. I fell in love with it because I've always been a creative, and I get to use that skill here. So I'm enjoying it, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I teach, parents like me, moms like me, to do the same, so that they can have, the work life balance that they're dreaming of as well. So that's it. And if you're curious to know how this business works, just register in my website below, ariangale.com. Enter your full name and email address, and we'll send you more details about the business. All right. So the past few days, I've tried doing the go lives on Instagram. Last Monday, I did it on Instagram. And then yesterday, I did it directly on Facebook without the StreamYard. And I was having a hard time hard time sharing it with all the other platforms. And so I'm back with StreamYard, streaming this on my Facebook page, in my YouTube channel, and in my Instagram profile simultaneously. So this is easier and more efficient, right? So that I don't have to share it, download and share the videos and things like that. So at least this is running simultaneously. So that's it. So for this week, we're actually answering frequently asked questions regarding the online business. So if you are curious to know more about it, maybe you can just start, you know, um, watching the videos that we did, the lives that we did for this week. So for day one, we actually discussed about the legitimacy of the business. So is this business legit or is it a scam? And yes, it is legit because it's tax registered here in Canada. It's federal tax registered. We receive tax slips at the end of the fiscal year, and then we file it together with our taxes. So and that's also how we get tax refunds as well. So Maybe you can watch that video and learn more about it. And then the next day, yesterday, we talked about the skills. Excuse me. Do I need to be tech savvy to succeed? All right. Do I need to be tech savvy to succeed? So, as an IT professional, yes, yeah, it helped that I know the terms, but digital marketing is a very different niche. It's a very different skill. So that I had to learn, digital marketing, the personal development, personal improvement. What else? I had to lift myself for motivation, for inspiration, and a lot. We see a lot of that in our community, and so it's easier, to navigate this career, this new career. I call it a new career because I only have known SAP programming for 12 years, and I didn't explore outside of that for 12 years. And that's when I started my own online business. This is like I just started, exploring digital marketing, how do you really do content creation, things like that. Because we have trainings, we have resources in our community, we have mentors and coaches to help us, and um, and it started there. I mean, right now I'm still growing as an entrepreneur, but I love the improvement. If you can see my previous videos, go lives, I was too shy. I mean, I think I don't really talk like this, in front of the camera. I always buckle. I don't know what to say. But now, even in impromptu talks like this, I get invited by my fellow online business partners from different parts of the world, doing interviews, doing chats, virtual chats, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed, uh, making friends who are from different ethnicities, different cultures, and that's what this business did to me. So if I can do it, even if I do know the technical terms sometimes, not everything. I didn't know everything. Nobody knows everything, right? Nobody's perfect, but what's important is that you are willing to grow here. So that's what we discussed yesterday. You don't really need to be tech savvy because you have the full training courses to help you. You have supplementary courses as well. You have a personal mentor, and you have a coach or coaches and the community to back you up, in order to usher you to success in this business. So that's what we discussed yesterday. And now today we are going to be discussing about how much time do I need to work on it daily. Okay, so I know a lot of people who are checking out this business. They might be really busy people. They might have their day jobs, especially when you are in the Philippines. It's hard. It's actually, well, mostly not allowed to have multiple jobs, right? Maybe you have a job, and then maybe you have a side hustle, or maybe um you have a job and you have a hobby, and then you have a household to run. So of course, for us moms, it's natural to be busy like that, right? I've been there, done that as well. So even now even now I do have a day job. I do my hobbies. Yesterday I was so happy. I started baking. I missed the Pinoy pandesal, and so I, I did it, and I was so happy with the results, and I think I'm gonna do it more often now. What else? Yeah, I get to do my hobbies, and I still have this online business on the side to earn more, or to have more supplementary income for our household, for the family. So it's quite a journey. It's very busy. Like every single day, I don't stop, looking for things to feed myself, to learn. And I guess that's the core of this business, because you have to grow, you have to learn things that you haven't seen before, you haven't known before. So yeah, so that's basically what busyness means to me. And I know there are moms out there who can totally relate to that. You can just browse my profiles, my pages, and you'll see how busy I am. But it's busy good, because I really enjoy doing the business. And I really enjoy my life in general. Being a mom, a wife, being an IT analyst, even in my day job, I really enjoy it now. Like I do know how I can contribute to the company, and so I still enjoy it as of the moment. And I'm also working on this online business on the side, because I wanted to have more for my family, and so that I can help and extend my help to our families back home in the Philippines as well. So that's my goal. And if you have that kind of goal as well, if you are a mom like me, if you're a busy mom like me, if you are a working career mom, right? There's a lot of options, especially now in the online space. But I know that information gets confusing sometimes. So I'm here to help you out. I'm here to assist you. If you want to check out this business, I'm going to be your personal mentor, and I can like walk you through what this business is all about. So how much time? Let's answer that. How much time do I need to work on it daily? So there are people who becomes our lead, or people who inquires about this business and say, I'm busy, I don't have much time. But the reality is, we only have 24 hours in a day, all of us, each one of us. Like for us, as of the moment, even though there are concepts about the multiverse and everything, time is linear, right? For most people like us, like the normal people, we talk about time like it's linear. We only have 24 hours in a day. And for us parents, juggling the mom life, dad life, playing with the kids, attending with the kids, attending to their activities and things like that, household chores. If you have a day job, that's another, thing that eats up your time. If you have other commitments as well, like with friends or with a group, if you're volunteering, if you have a ministry, things like that, how do you really fit that into 24 hours, or that 7 days in a week, right? And I just wanted to emphasize that this business is actually built for busy people like us. So that's a good news. That's a great thing about that, is it's built for busy people, because it's very flexible and portable too. So when I started the business, I am DIYing, so do it yourself, the immigration process that we have to undergo. I am running the household. I I just finished my course then. So I still have my other side jobs or side hustles then. So again, as I mentioned, I started as a cleaner here, but I quit the cleaning job just after 3 months of joining. So I did have the move-in coordinator weekend and the concierge weekend jobs. So I do have a day job, which runs from Monday to Friday and Sunday. So I do have a day job on Sunday. And on Saturdays and partial Sundays, I work as a moving coordinator or a concierge in a property management company in Toronto. So imagine that. Like I didn't have a lot of time for my kids during that time because of all of those things, because of the commitments. I only get to share time with them, to have time with them after work. So I get home at around 5:30, and then we when it's still bright outside, we go to the park, and then I let them play. But it's just their time of, playing, and I couldn't really like be physically active all the time with them because I'm also tired from work, or sometimes I don't like running around. I'm not in the mood. So I just watch them play, but it's not really for me. I could have done more. I could have been doing, a lot more for my kids. So that's how I started. I got started here in the business, and it was a very busy, it was is very very busy, very stressful as well because of the immigration processing. And we don't have an agency, we just do DIY. So I do read a lot of the resources from the Canada website, and also from the forums or the FB groups that I joined, just so I could find out what is happening with, Canada's policies. So all of those things, like imagine that. How do I really? I can't imagine even right now. How am I really able to juggle everything? But I'm past that because I'm really glad that I found this business, because it led me to having the work life balance that I have now. So that's it. And when I started my own online business in 2 weeks, my website was already up and running. So I took up the trainings. I joined the masterminds. I watched the masterminds. I watched the supplemental trainings as well, just so I could learn, more about how I would run the business, because it's your own business. It's my own business, and I've invested, I've invested in the business, and so I committed myself to at least focusing on it 1 to 2 hours in a day. So when I got settled in my day job, I knew that I have 1 to 3 hours of spare time after work, right before I sleep. And when I saw this business, I said, oh, I can do this. I can do this in that pockets of time. So I committed myself to do the trainings, watch the masterminds, join the Zoom trainings for about 1 to 2 hours in a day only. Okay, 1 to 2 hours in a day. Maybe when my kids are in the park playing, I could be sitting down on a bench in the park, having my laptop, having my laptop or my mobile phone and watching the videos. So I hope you can imagine that scenario. Even if I am like washing the dishes, I do have my buds on. I'm listening to trainings. I'm listening to motivational speakers. So that's how dedicated I am to doing the work. But it's more of learning new things, growing with it. So you squeeze it in small pockets of time, because you don't really have to do a lot. You don't really have to think about how you're going to do it from the ground up, how you're going to build it, because the template is already given to you. It's the roadmap, it's the career path, it's already given. So you just have to follow it. You just have to follow the leaders, follow the successful mentors and coaches that have been successful in this business and in this community, and have been ahead of you already, because it says a lot about how this system is already proven, right? That it's working for a lot of people. So yeah, so that's what I do. And every single day I got to develop the discipline of, stretching in the morning. That's what the miracle morning did to me. So I do stretch in the morning. I do silent prayers, meditation. I do review, my intention for the day, what I have to do, and even though it's gonna be a busy day, I get to get past a busy day with a smile on my face. Imagine that. Because before, when I was working in the corporate world, it's like I get dragged every day. I'm getting dragged every day to do the work, to go to the office and stay there for like 10 hours or more just to do the job. So now I am enjoying the life, with, the work life balance that I have always dreamed of. And I am very much willing to teach, people who are also willing to do the job, to grow with this business and with us. And of course, as your mentor, because I'm going to be your mentor if you decide to start this business, as your mentor, um I can only do so much, right? I will not be able to like push you to your limits if you are not willing to do that as well. So it should really come from you. So that's the secret to that. It's not a secret anyway, but that's the secret ingredient, right? It needs to be, it needs to be us working together to have success in this business. So it's not about finding time, because if you say, "Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I don't have time for that. I don't have a lot of time to go online and do it." You know what? If you're scrolling your Facebook, your Instagram, and you don't even notice that you're mindlessly scrolling for 30 minutes, an hour or so, why not? Like, earn from that, right? Because, before I do that too, and I didn't even notice that I'm spending a lot of time, in the social media platforms, and I don't know, just watching and reading and seeing a lot of things like that. Why not earn from, the social media platforms that you're using, right? So, um it's not about finding time, it's making time. So you really have to make time for what really matters, because a lot of people also say, "Oh, I'm ready. I think I can do this business," but then they're not willing to grow. They're not willing to be coachable. They're not willing to do the process. So, you know what? Small consistent efforts daily compound into big wins later. Okay? Small consistent efforts daily compound to big wins later. And sometimes you may not even notice that, but you're already getting there. The most important thing is that you start today. You start today, because if you can like easily commit to an hour a day, that's totally fine, as long as you start. Because if you don't start, you don't even know, um like, for example, now, if you're not doing this, I bet you don't even know where you're going, what's your future vision, what's the vision of your future, you know what I mean? If you don't have that goals, if you don't know where you're going, then it's difficult to achieve your goals, right? So yeah, so if you can commit to 1 to 2 hours in a day to learning and growing, grow with us, right? I can help you with it. As an IT professional, I am like, I can. I guess that's what makes it unique as well, because as an IT professional, I can walk you through. this kind of career as well. And that's enough to start. If you have a why, if you know that it's for your family's future, for your kids, that's totally enough to start. So start now. And if you're busy, but you are serious, just comment down below and I will help you or assist you so you can make an informed decision. Let's see if this fits you, if this business fits you. And if not, then it's totally fine. Okay. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you got some value from that. I will be back later actually. So I do have a chat with one of my business partners, Patricia, from New York, and we'll see. It's actually my first time to have a chat with her, but she seems a really nice lady. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Sorry, later. Tomorrow for the FAQ go live, and then later for the virtual chat with Patricia. So I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Have a great one.